Hello, boys and girls. I thought today I would read The Secret of the Red Shoes by Joan Donaldson, illustrated by Doris Edlinger. It was I was the only one who knew Great Grandma's secret. When she visited, she played dolls with me. Great Grandma picked out a pair of red shoes and stuck them on her fingers. She tiptoed the slippers across the table. I've never told anyone this, Great Grandma said, but I always wanted a pair of red shoes. When I was in third grade, I went to a Christmas party. Eliza Jean wore red shoes that sparkled like dew-covered strawberries. I wanted red shoes that sparkled too. When my daddy took me to the store, I'd stare at the red shoes in the store windows, but he only bought me high-top shoes, sometimes black, sometimes brown. I'd lace them over the thick stockings my mama knit. The high tops kept my feet dry when I walked along the creek and through the orchard to school, but those boots couldn't sing like red shoes. Shoes can't sing. I looked at my purple sandals. I'd never heard them sing. Great Grandma answered, Red shoes can, if you listen hard enough. She set down the doll shoes. After I finished school, I married your great grandpa and took to wearing ankle socks in Oxford. I'd balance a baby on my hip while I drove the team, and your great grandpa John loaded the hay. I felt safe with those clunkers on. They were sturdy shoes, but they couldn't skip like red shoes. Your shoes skipped? I asked. As fast as the wind, Great Grandma said, as she leaned back in her chair. Now for church I wore narrow black shoes that slipped over silk stockings. Those Sunday shoes lasted years. They squeezed my toes and kept them quiet while the preacher prayed. But they couldn't dance like red shoes. I have pink ballet slippers. I kicked off my sandals and put the ballet slippers on. See, they make my feet dance. Great Grandma smiled. Yes, such happy feet. I never had the money for ballet slippers like yours, but I've lived a blessed life. God always gave me what I needed. She nodded at the slippers. Now I mostly wear these old things. No bows or buckles, but they keep my toes toasty. She stood and yawned. Time for my nap, Abby. Great Grandma shuffled off to the guest room. I studied my sandals. When I pumped the swings in the park, the wind swooshed through my toes. Was that how shoes sang? Later, Mama sat at the kitchen table planning a birthday party for Great Grandma. Can I make the invitations now? I asked. You said I could. Yes. Why don't you color while Great Grandma sleeps? I'll draw 100 balloons, one for each year. I spread out my crayons. Can you guess how old Great Grandma's going to be? I wish we could do something special for her. Mama tapped her pencil. I looked at the pile of shoes by the back door. I'd never heard any of them sing. Mama, I leaned over and whispered the secret in her ear. Mama laughed and picked up the phone. She told all of her brothers and sisters. Everyone went shopping. What'd they go shopping for? But my whole family giggled as we drove to the hall for the party. We decorated the big room with balloons and streamers. Finally, Great Grandma arrived, holding Daddy's arm. I handed Great Grandma the fancy wrapped present. What do you think they got her? Do you have any idea? When Great Grandma opened the box, her eyes shone like stars. She picked up the red shoes, those shiny shoes with buckles and bows that knew how to skip and dance. Her mouth made a little O. I held up my foot. Mama lifted hers. Great Grandma stared at our feet. She started to cry. Is she sad? Everyone wore red shoes. The dads and boys had new high-top sneakers. Mom and her sisters waltzed in satin pumps. My big sister and cousins swished their skirts above high heels, and I skipped circles around them in my red Mary Janes. Even the baby has red shoes on. When we gathered around Great Grandma to have our picture taken, even our feet smiled. I squeezed Great Grandma's hand. She whispered, "Thank you." Our shoes sparkled in the light of 100 candles, and I could hear those red shoes sing. What do you think? Was that the best birthday present ever, to give her some red shoes that she had always wanted? Did you figure out that it is her 100th birthday? Happy 100th birthday, Great Grandma. I hope you enjoyed the book. We'll talk to you later. Bye.